Eric Keller here, Enthusiast Auto Group. Welcome to EAG's Paint Correction and Photo Studio for another EAG first look of not one, not two, but three E30 M3s, an M6, and a Lime Rock Park Edition that have all been acquired from a collector that is quite a great friend and enthusiast, friend of the mark. Lots of titles for this family, husband and wife team that have curated some of the nicest BMWs in, the country. And it is time to thin the herd a bit and pass on a couple cars that weren't getting as many miles as they once used to the next enthusiast owners. And EAG was contacted, and here we are bringing these cars to market the EAG way, with a slight exception. The three E30 M3s are going to be sold a la carte. And what I mean by that is we're going to give you everything information-wise that you need to know to make an educated decision, and we're going to sell them before performing EAG's comprehensive rejuvenation program. This certainly will keep the price point at a lower, more affordable value, and give the next owner the option to maybe do some of the work themselves, maybe build up to it, do more of a driver-oriented car as opposed to a Concours level or strong number 2 condition like EAG is pretty consistently known for in this space. These do not have an opportunity to be number 1 cars at this moment, M3 wise. However, speaking of number 1, that is exactly what the M6 is. Of course, it was a car that EAG did sell to this collection when it had just 7,000 miles, and now it has 9,000 miles, about 14,000 kilometers to be exact. The Lime Rock M3 on the table would be another EAG car that is a 6-speed that we sourced from the original owner, and is now at 22,000 miles, offering it up to the second owner. Both of these two cars have gone through and previously and will go through again the full EAG rejuvenation program, class of 2020, ensuring that they are delivered in next to new condition for a second time. Both of these two cars have been delivered successfully and owned and enjoyed with very few, if any, issues that come up along the way, and that's always the goal and what the EAG rejuvenation program is all about. We will do a video on each of these cars individually so that you can focus on the car that is of most interest. But I'll do just kind of a quick hot lap again, introducing you to each of these cars, similar to the one we did there coming off the truck. And I suppose we'll go from new to old. And the 2013 Lime Rock needs little introduction. This is a car that EAG certainly has been quite a fan of for a long time. This is a pretty well optioned car. Again, a 6-speed manual, 3-pedal car. It is a leather interior car as opposed to the optional cloth. It is a navigation car. All the Lime Rocks came with the carbon leather trim. Does have a couple small updates like an Alcantara shift knob and the carbon fiber M Performance mirror caps and the black side gills, of which the stock components are in the trunk. The next newest would be the 91 Brilliantrot. This M3 has done just 26,000 miles. It's the Natur interior. This car has a hot 2.5 liter engine in it that we'll touch upon more during its individual video. It does give a very stock-esque appearance in first look and is certainly in really great, mostly original condition. Again, I'll go over that more when this car's turn is upon us. And then the Sterling Silver, one of the rarest, if not the rarest, E30 M3 production color, certainly for the North American market. This is a lighter shade of silver than the Lax. This is a car that has 98,000 miles and was completely restripped and repainted under the most recent collector's watch. And same with the interior. The front seats have been redone and done quite well. You'll notice that the lines overall are pretty good. That we do need to give it a little cleaning. Oh, that's just a shadow. No, that is a spot. Yeah, we're going to clean all this type of stuff up and give the car really a good going over. Again, each of these cars is going to be fully inspected just as our normal inventory is. We're simply going to let the rejuvenation program options be on the table as an a la carte option to spend the money on, and that will certainly keep the price point at a much more affordable level for other enthusiasts. And I suppose the white car would be the next car, being an 88. This is an 88 with an earlier production date, but we're here. This M6 has a really great story. We sourced it from Canada, and one of the nicest, I mean, top 5 E24 M6s in North America. I think that's a fair statement to make. Just a couple liberties taken with the Alpina wheels, which who's going to kick those out of the garage? It does have a Super Sprint muffler and the stock brand new muffler that EAG acquired and provided, as well as the stock metric wheels. Those are on file and will be traveling with the car. Again, another round trip, all in the packaging. They never left the packaging that we packaged them up a couple years ago. The Canadian spec M6s, you'll notice being a leather dash. This is a half-line interior. Again, we'll go more into the specifics on that during its individual video. We've not yet done our paint correction, which we will be doing, and certainly going to be sprucing that car up quite a bit. That car, without question, is the most valuable car of this collection group. And then last but not least is an Alpine White on Cardinal, 1988 M3, and this car was saved, as the collector referenced. He found the car, wasn't quite sure exactly how he found it in chatting with him here the other day, but it does have some really cool tasteful updates and upgrades on it, like the BBS RX wheels, or RZ wheels. They're a 16-inch by 8.5, really a cool wheel that's very similar to like a Style 5 in a E30 and E24 fitment. Those are pretty hard to find. It does have a Sport Evo front lip spoiler on it, and I believe the front seats were also redone under the most recent collector's watch. This is going to be the driver with 105,000 miles on it. It does have a fair amount of paint work on it. Pretty much the whole car's been repainted at one point or another. I'm not sure if it was all done at the same time or done in stages, but the front fenders and hood and this door on passenger side have been replaced at some point. But the car overall, it's presentable. I'm sure it looks pretty darn good in the video. These are the differences in disclosure that you're going to get at EAG than other places probably. And we're going to dig in and learn more and make sure there's nothing hidden, no skeletons in the closet, so to speak. And all of these cars are going to be priced accordingly to their value. And it's all, it's all math. I mean, something's only worth what the last one sold for of similar nature. And it's pretty easy. Actually, there's a lot more sales comps of E30 M3s that have some paintwork and replacement panels than the ones that EAG is known for that don't. So again, that was a good opportunity to try some different things out and cater to a more budget-friendly enthusiast, which EAG's never been known for how cheap our cars are. Quite the opposite, but you do get what you pay for, and we're going to represent these cars accurately to the next owner so that you know exactly what you're getting. And that's again something we're going to take a lot of pride in doing and do the best job we can for you. So if you're interested in rejuvenating either of these 3 E30 M3s with EAG, we certainly would love to have that conversation and help put this car into your garage. If you've got a really special car that you feel deserves to go through the program that we've been working on, well, we certainly would be happy to do that with you, and I guess we might as well do another sneak peek of another E39 M5. This is a 2003 with 67,000 miles that has been down south most of its life. We've just finished redoing the front bumper as well as the gas door, which is pretty standard, commonplace for any of the M5s that are going through our program with this type of mileage at this point. It's just part of the beautification to get the car exactly where we want it to be, and another 10 or 12 or 15 grand worth of mechanical investment. I'm happy to send that work order to the next guy so you can understand exactly what went into this car, so the future owner doesn't have to spend that money. You're going to spend that money at some point. Might as well just do it now and take care of that so you can get in the car, drive it, and enjoy it. Last car in the studio here is a delivery prep. That car is waiting. It's a next owner getting ready to go on the truck and all detailed up and ready to go. So thanks for tuning in to this overview, and do stay tuned for an individual video of each of these collection cars. We'll go into them a little bit more in detail, and the data files are being gathered now, and the inspections will take place very soon, and all of that information is going to be available to any and every enthusiast buyer that's looking to add another toy to their stable. Thanks again for tuning in. Subscribe for more. See ya.